Hello and welcome to Game Boy Custom. In today's video, we're going to show you how to restore your original Game Boy DMG shell. Has your Game Boy been neglected over time? Has the shell yellowed? Well, in today's tutorial, we're going to show you how to restore it back to its former glory. Whitening your Game Boy is a simple, straightforward process. Firstly, you'll need a tri-wing screwdriver and a small Phillips head screwdriver to undo the shell. There are 6 screws located on the rear of the Game Boy shell, 2 at the top, 2 in the middle, and 2 underneath the battery cover. You'll need your tri-wing screwdriver to undo these. Once unscrewed, gently pry the Game Boy apart. There's a ribbon cable holding the front and the back PCBs together. Gently pull the ribbon cable down to remove from the rear of the PCB. Now that the Game Boy is in 2 pieces, start on the rear of the shell. There are 2 screws holding the cartridge connector in place and 2 screws holding the audio connector in place. Once the screws have been removed, gently lift the PCB out of the rear of the shell. Now it's time to remove the cartridge shield. There are 2 screws at the top and 2 screws at the bottom. Finally, we recommend removing the battery terminals before bleaching. We recommend using a small flathead screwdriver and pushing on the edge of the clasp that holds the battery terminal in place. Once complete, the rear of the shell is ready for bleaching. It's now time to work on the front of the Game Boy shell. Using a small Phillips head screwdriver, there are approximately 9 screws to unscrew to loosen the PCB from the board. Once you've removed all the screws from the front of the PCB, gently pry the PCB board up from the shell. The final step in the process is to remove the rubber pads and buttons from the shell. Now that your Game Boy is free from its internals, we like to give it a good clean to remove any dust, dirt and grime in some hot water and some detergent. At this stage, we also take the opportunity to clean the buttons and the rubbers. Once thoroughly cleaned, we rinse off with cold water and leave outside to dry. The next step in the process is to use a plastic container lined with aluminium foil. The aluminium foil acts as a UV deflector. It's now time to bleach the shell. We use 12% peroxide, however anything from 5 to 12% is acceptable. You will also need a fine bristled brush and a pair of rubber gloves. as the peroxide can stain your fingers. You will now need to liberally apply the peroxide to the shell, ensuring that all edges and all surfaces have equal coverage. You will have to repeat this process every half an hour for the next 4 to 5 hours to ensure that the bleaching has even coverage. After several coats, you will see that the Game Boy shell colour is starting to change. Ensure that you keep on applying coats to avoid staining. Once happy with the bleaching, rinse off with cold water and allow it to dry. It's now time to reassemble your Game Boy. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe.